Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy Blank Online here. Today we're going to be talking some more Call of Duty Modern Warfare, but we're not going to be talking about multiplayer. We're going to be talking about Battle Royale. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a big Battle Royale leak has just happened. We have a bunch of details including map locations, different features in the Battle Royale, how they're improving it from Blackout, and I've got to say, it looks pretty good so far. But before I get any further into this video, we're on the road to 100 subscribers, and while that may not seem like a lot for a lot of people, to me it's a big deal. So if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, first of all, thank you for clicking, and second of all, click that subscribe button because we're pumping out some Call of Duty content here. Let's move into the meat and potatoes of what we're going to be talking about: maps, locations, perks, plunder, gulag, and much more. So I'll have a link to the Reddit post that this was posted on down in the description down below, because I'm pretty much just going to kind of skim over the main bits, and then I'll talk about my thoughts and that sort of stuff afterwards. So let's talk about map, the locations, the points of interest. So the zones in the map, we're gonna have airfield, boneyard, dam, downtown, gulag, hospital, layover, lumber, overgrown, port, quarry, storage town, super center, train yard, and TV station. And our points of interest are going to be bank, fire station, gas station, gun store, pharmacy, and police station. So there's going to be, so the Spec Ops maps, the maps that we see in Spec Ops, they're going to be the maps that combine to create the Battle Royale map. As you can see on your screen right now, this is the leaked Battle Royale map. This is subject to change, of course. This is pretty much what we're going to be getting in this game. So we'll move on. We'll talk about the mode itself. So obviously we know it's Battle Royale. There's going to be a player count of 200, and that's massive. I think Blackout was 81 at launch, and seemingly this is going to be 200 at launch, which is absolutely crazy. We're going to have solos, duos, and squads of 4. End game radar is going to be on, so there's going to be a radar when you get closer to the end of the match. What else do we got here? Pre-game free-for-all lobby like we've seen in Blackout. Max health is 150, last stand health is 100, last stand revive health is 30, last stand timer is 60 seconds, last stand revive time 7 seconds, friendly fire punish limit 2, and the gulag on. We'll get onto the gulag in a second here, but it's interesting here that we see friendly fire is on. So interestingly enough, this could mean that friendly fire is enabled in this Battle Royale, which means it's something that we haven't seen in Blackout, we haven't seen in Fortnite. It's a new concept, and we haven't really seen it in a mainstream Battle Royale before, which is interesting to see. Moving on, we have some points here about respawns. They're going to be respawn tokens off, and that's essentially when you're in last stand and you die off in last stand, your team is going to be able to pick up your respawn token, something we've seen in Fortnite before, where you get the reboot card thing, and then you can respawn back into the game. So obviously there's going to be little ambulances and stuff like that placed around the map that you can use those respawn tokens on to revive your teammates and bring them back into the fold and into the game. There's a lot more here about gulag, but I'll get more into that in a second again. And there is also a mobile armory that players can use to retrieve their loadout once they've died, because once you've respawned, you're pretty much just spawning in there with fists. Finding this mobile armory allows you to get your loadout back. Moving on, we have some missions we're going to be talking about, and mission types. So missions are going to be certain objectives that you can do, and they're found on tablets that are scattered around the map. There are a couple different mission types that we've got. So we've got tracked, timed run, assassination, which is eliminating a specific player. We've got scavenger hunt, domination, and random, which is just a random mission. So essentially what it seems like these missions are going to be, you complete the mission, you get some sort of bounty, whether that be XP or a weapon or something like that, which is pretty cool there. There's a bunch of different like miscellaneous stuff, which I won't really get into because they don't really affect or really have much importance, I guess. The one thing I will touch on, however, is that the Jump Master will be coming into this Battle Royale, which is a concept we've seen in Apex Legends. So if you guys don't know, each time you load into a match of Apex Legends, your team will have a Jump Master. That Jump Master will choose where you are gonna drop, essentially, and then the Jump Master is the one who controls everyone who are dropping. You can choose to not be controlled by the person who's Jump Mastering, but if you want to stay as a team, just leave it be and let the Jump Master jump for you. value, and this is a concept we're going to be seeing here in Modern Warfare's Battle Royale. Let's talk about loot, and I think that a lot of people want to hear about the loot in this game, and actually they're doing something that I wanted to see in Blackout that I'm super happy to see here in this version of Battle Royale in Call of Duty. Rarity types are coming back, which is something that I wanted to see. So we have white, green, blue, purple, and gold. White being your common, green being your rare or somewhat rare, blue being your rare, purple being your extra rare or whatever, and gold being your legendary. So rarity types are just something that I wanted to see in Blackout, just so you know which loot is the best loot to get. And that sort of stuff. There's going to be limited inventory space, which is not a new concept. All weapons, attachments, equipment, field upgrades, and kill streaks are from the multiplayer are going to be here in the Battle Royale. Seemingly, you're going to be able to get gas mask, vests, helmets, bandages, ammo, backpacks, a portable defibrillator, and plunder. And we'll move on to plunder in a second here. You cannot hold 2 or more of the same weapon. So unlike Fortnite, where you can hold 5 pump shotguns if you want, you can't do that here. And you cannot take armor of lower level than currently equipped, which is a very good thing, because I don't want to be, it's hard, right, getting confused on which armor to get in let's say a mode like Blackout. It's going to be easier here in Modern Warfare to figure out what's what and what you should have and what you shouldn't have. Attachments which are incompatible with the current weapon will be placed in the backpack, which is not a new concept, and supply crates contain potentially valuable equipment or items. Nothing really new there. We'll move on to armor. There's going to be 3 levels of each different armor, so your helmets will have levels 1 to 3. Ballistic vests, you have levels 1 to 3, and obviously as you get higher in the levels, it can reduce more damage. Moving on to perks, we have a bunch of different perks here on the list. I'm not going to go through all of them and what they do. I'll list them all and I'll let you guys dive into more of that if you wish to and read the article. So we've got High Alert, Spotter, Tracker, Stalker, Marksman, Sleight of Hand, Armorer, Artesian Tastes, Deep Pockets, Grenader, Healer, Thief, Ammo Scavenger, like 2 times, Media Scavenger, Plunder Scavenger, and Bounty Hunter, and Ghost, and Sneaky. There's a big list. There's Explosive Ordnance Disposal, and that's pretty much it. So a bunch of perks, some perks that are new, some perks that we haven't seen in the multiplayer. Sleight of Hand, for example, which is a weapon perk that we see in the multiplayer, is an actual perk here in Battle Royale. Moving on to kill streaks. Kill streaks can be activated using either using lethal and tactical buttons, so L1 and R1 if you're on PS4, or LB and RB on Xbox One. Juggernauts cannot pick up loot, so Juggernaut is obviously going to be a kill streak here in Battle Royale. And obviously those kill streaks that we've seen in the multiplayer seemingly will be coming into the Battle Royale. Let's talk about plunder, which I've talked about a lot here in these points. So plunder is actually something that was talked about, and we discussed it here on the channel ages ago, before the game even released, when the first sort of Battle Royale leak came out.
The main thing that kind of really took me away from believing this leak is the plunder system. It's just this plunder system that doesn't, for me, line up to what Infinity Ward has been advertising this game to be.
It's a system where players can earn plunder by completing missions and eliminating players, and you can use that plunder to purchase game-changing items at plunder box location. You can collect plunder and convert it into XP by depositing it into ATM machines located throughout the game. The player who collects the most plunder in a match will be named the best plunderer. The minimum amount of plunder required before depositing it into the bank is something that exists. Plunder dropped from eliminated enemies expires after some time, and when the players enter a bank, the bank alarm will sound, alerting all players within the vicinity. Now, when this whole plunder thing actually first leaked, I didn't think it was going to be the best idea. From what we can read here, and from what I remember from the leak back then, nothing really seemed to have changed. I do think it's a pretty cool system, and it's something we've never seen in a Battle Royale before. You can either purchase stuff or you can convert it into XP, which is freaking dope. But we'll just have to wait to see how it goes. It seems pretty cool. The fact that you enter a bank, the bank alarm sounds, and everyone gets alerted to your vicinity is pretty cool. But we'll see how that ends up being in the final release of the game. And now we'll talk about Gulag. Gulag is something that's really cool. So Gulag Prison Camp is a one-on-one single round match and you win it to respawn. When enabled, players will have a chance to respawn back into the match by winning a 1v1 fight. The Gulag acts as a king of the hill type of gauntlet, meaning players in the Gulag queue will spectate the players who are currently fighting in the Gulag. There will be a countdown on the screen indicating how many rounds are left until you fight. A jailbreak happens every so often and kicks all players out of the Gulag and back into the match. Players have the ability to place bets on the players who are fighting using plunder. Now this sounds amazing. This Gulag Prison Camp sounds freaking dope because it eliminates the boring 10 minutes that you're waiting for your team to use your respawn token and go to the ambulance and respawn you back. This gives players something to do and or something interesting to watch, and while they're watching they can place bets using plunder, which is super duper dope. It gives another option of respawning, and it's just a really cool feature that I'm super excited to see here in Modern Warfare's Battle Royale. That's all the points that I have for today. There's a lot. As you can see, the video is already at 11 minutes and we've talked about so much has been leaked, and from what I'm seeing here, it sounds freaking dope. Like, I really hope that they smash it out of the park with this Battle Royale game mode, because if they do, it's something that I'm going to be playing a lot. Since the multiplayer is kind of lacking a little bit, I think that this Battle Royale, if it lives up to the potential and it lives up to the hype that I guess I'm generating for it, seeming that we have like the Gulag and plunder and all this cool stuff, I think that this Battle Royale has a lot of potential to bring players back into Modern Warfare and keep them there and keep them playing, so long as they do continuous updates and they create essentially a really good game mode that doesn't have people camping in corners with 725s and riot shields. But that's pretty much it for me, guys. That's my thoughts on everything. That's everything that leaked within the Reddit post, as I said multiple times throughout the video. Go down in the description down below to read the full post and read everything that was there, because I did pretty much just skim over the bare bones of it. There's a lot more to dive into, so feel free to go ahead and do that. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you're excited for this Battle Royale. Will you choose to play this instead of multiplayer, or will you maybe hold off on it for a little bit because Blackout left a bad taste in your mouth? As I said, we're on the road to 100 subscribers. We're really close, so it'd be really appreciative if you guys could click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
She wanna know my real name. She getting way too comfortable. Now she wanna wear my chain. I'm feeling way too vulnerable. She wanna know my government name. She getting way too comfortable. Now she wanna wear my chain. I'm feeling way too